Good afternoon, geometry guys. This is Mr. Jeffries here. We are doing some more proof practice. I actually had to have this number 2 on first because somehow the drawing didn't get in there. So don't forget, hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Alright, so as we're looking at this, unfortunately on number 1 I gave you too many choices in this word bank. Okay, but let's kind of go through these. So every reason on the very first thing should always be given. Okay, should always be given. Now if we're looking at this next part, we're saying this angle plus this angle equals this angle. Now there's actually 2 ways you could answer this. Hopefully everybody answered it with the first one, the angle addition postulate. If you use definition of complementary, that was also true. Okay, definition of complementary was actually not supposed to be in the word bank, but oh well. Okay, now we go from the angles to their actual measurement. Substitution, and then we subtract on both sides of the equal sign, so that's the subtraction property. Alright, so hopefully that went a little bit better than yesterday for those that actually did it, instead of arguing about chores and payment and stuff. Okay, so and playing ringtones on their Chromebook and making people think they had their phone in their bag. So, alright, remember this should be given. Alright, it says angle 1, angle 2 are a linear pair. Okay, I bet it's subtraction property. Yeah, it's some of the stuff, if you actually read the statement, it almost tells you what it should be. Okay, it's kind of obvious. So linear pair theorem. Now, the reason why I went ahead and typed this in is because I didn't want y'all to get these two confused. Alright, now number 4, you should get definition of supplementary. Okay, now we go from saying the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 to 90 plus the measure of angle 2. That would be substitution and then subtraction. I don't know why you're hitting your bicep to prove that you're smart. That's nowhere near where that comes from. When he throws you up underneath that desk, it's going to be funny. All right. Everybody good with number 2? All right, number 3. So if we're looking at number 3, of course, this should be given. Now, also, now we're asking, how could we say that AC equals CD? Yes, Luke. Definition of midpoint. Okay. Now we go from their names, line segment names, to these expressions. This should be substitution. Okay. Now we should have subtraction property and division property. Somebody told me for number 4 it would be division property, and I was very concerned because there nowhere would you divide. Okay, I guess it's because it was 4 and then 2 and then I don't know, but remember, common sense is not so common. All right, go number 3. All right. So given this proved this. Here we have this. Okay. So you're given this. All right. Now, I'm actually asking for the statement on this one. Okay. So how it says segment addition postulate. That would mean that this little segment plus this little segment equals the whole big segment. So it should look like this. xz plus zy equals xy. Alright. Now we go from saying the names of the line segments to actually having the expressions there. So that should be substitution. Is that not what you're going to say? Okay, you were going to say that? All right. Okay. It says simplify. Remember, simplify is also what we would have called what? Combine like terms, collect like terms. All right, so, oh, my brain. So this should now be written as we're combining like terms. This should be 6x plus 12 equals 42. Now, yes. Yes, this should be subtraction, because we subtracted 12 from both sides, and then x is 5 by the division property. Alright, so on the two proofs that you have tomorrow, one of them is going to be like it was on the front. This other one is going to be very similar to like number 4 and number 5, except all the statements are going to be blank. You're going to be given all the reasons. Now, there is a word bank. Okay? Hopefully to get y'all clack-a-lacking. Okay? Technically, I could have actually covered this the same time we were solving all these equations and stuff, but I can actually use a lot of these problems that we had on the first two tests for these proofs. It might actually help y'all. Wow. Okay. Alright, number 5. Angle CD, measure angle CDF is 180. That's what you should have right here because it's given. I don't know what's more worrying me, the fact you keep flexing your bicep for getting it right, or the students earlier today that had a secret handshake after every statement, and it's makes me question some things. Alright. So this angle plus this angle is this angle. Should be the angle addition postulate. Okay. Now, substitution. We should know by now that if we're doing substitution, vice versa, yes, Kenshin. Yes, x plus 3x plus 20 equals 180. Alright. Now, yes, Luke. Yep. Now, it says subtraction property, so we should have 4x equals 160. Then x equals 40. Alright. So, that's today's lesson. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Leave a nice comment. Yes.
I thought numbers had to be on only one side to be able to simplify.
They were on one side to simplify. 1x plus 3x.
I get it now.
Sorry, we're about to sign off, and then somebody didn't realize what that was. Whatever. All right. All right. Good stuff. Good things. Roll Tide.